wait is finally over, and we can stop being hollows now. What is up, you beautiful gamers, and welcome back to Role-Playing James. This is merry old Coney Nate, the net where we sometimes like to talk about video games, and oh boy, are we finally talking about Elden goddamn Ring. Thank our Lord Miyazaki in heavens, well, not in heavens already, but yeah, let's thank Miyazaki for finally taking mercy on us and allowing us to glimpse the visage of that beautiful masterpiece that Elden Ring will be. I'm actually quite hype, but you can't blame me for that, dude. We finally got some gameplay for Elden Ring, but even more than that, dude. From 2019 onward up until this point, there were many leaks made. And when these many leaks made, we were talking about them just for the sake of speaking about Elden Ring, but you never fully believe the leaks. But with the official information that they released on the website and the official information that we have from the gameplay trailer, you can see that these leaks were actually correct, dude. To bear in mind that these leaks happened in 2019, they are accurate. We're gonna talk about them, since thanks to them, the official info, website, gameplay, we can learn a whole bunch of details about Elden Ring. We finally can start speaking about Elden goddamn Ring. First, let's go through the basics and what is officially said in the gameplay showcase to us, as well as the things that the narrators say to us. Classic Souls waifu is back, thank God in disguise. We're talking about an open world in here, which actually the previous leaked trailers already had told us before, but at least now is completely official. The old armors are back. In the trailer you can see the Cleric Dark Souls 3 armor, as well as the iconic Elite Knight armor. So I wouldn't be surprised to see most of the armors from the previous entries of Dark Souls, even if this is not a Dark Souls. Although it actually is. This is not Elden Ring, this is Dark Souls 2. You have mounts to traverse through the world, and this adds to the verticality of the world, since by the looks of it you can climb through high mountains and cliffs by Superman jumping on your horse. There is mounted combat, but more than that, it's not just simple mounted combat. There are some boss fights that require you to be mounted. This was stated in one of the previous leaks. I'll talk about that later and have the links in the video description and why are they official info that are actually credible. Magic is back, as well as sword arts. You have the classic soul magic as well as dark magic, pretty much open world Dark Souls. In Elden Ring we are going to be tarnished once. This is of course the classic Soul signature, and probably there's going to be an item tied to the alive or dead mechanic, like humanities for the chosen undead, human effigies for the cursed undead, and embers for the ashen one. Pretty much, I'm guessing that there will be an item for the tarnish one. But yeah, anyways. Now we're gonna be comparing the leaks to the official gameplay trailer and website information, which reads as it follows. Journey through the lands between a new fantasy world created by Hideaki Miyazaki, creator of the influential Dark Souls video game series, and George R.R. Martin, author of the New York Times best-selling fantasy series A Song of Ice and Fire. Unravel the mysteries of the Elden Ring's power, encounter adversaries with profound backgrounds, characters with their own unique motivations for helping or hindering your progress, and fearsome creatures. Elden Ring features vast, fantastical landscapes and shadowy, complex dungeons that are connected seamlessly. Traverse the breathtaking world on foot or horseback, alone or online with other players, and fully immerse yourself in the grassy plains, suffocating swamps, spiraling mountains, foreboding castles, and other sights of grandeur on a scale never seen before in a From Software title. Create your character in From Software's refined action RPG and define your playstyle by experimenting with a wide variety of weapons, magical abilities, and skills found throughout the world. Charge into battle, pick off enemies one by one using stealth, or even call upon allies for aid. Many options are at your disposal as you decide how to approach exploration and combat. And that is pretty much the official information that you can see in the official website. Let's go through the leak and the links tied to the official info, and do have in mind that these were made in 2019. Some things might change, but they're still immensely accurate to the official info given and they provide more gameplay elements that are surely to be true. First, let's go through the story details. In the leak was stated that there were different lords that were waging war against each other when the Elden Ring was shattered. They came to the world, and that is where the Tarnished Ones began their search for the power of a lord as well. And as you saw from the trailer narrator and the official webpage info, the Tarnished are indeed looking to become lords themselves and gain the Elden Ring power. It sounds like Elden Ring is taking both elements from Demon Souls and Dark Souls and blending them into one, as the leaks reveal that the game will have 8 distinct kingdoms plus a final boss area. The kingdoms are said to extremely distinct from one another with wide variety of localities to explore. The leaker describes the game as extremely alike to Breath of the Wild, expanding the core mechanics in Breath of the Wild, and they state it's what we all wanted Breath of the Wild to be, but it wasn't. Interestingly, you'll have to wade through swamps, traverse fields, climb mountains, and delve into caverns to even get to these kingdoms in the first place. The world would be similar to that of Twilight Princess, with shattered places that you would have to solve puzzles to in order to access different kingdoms. The leaker describes the field as being similar to Twilight Princess, with broken up segments that lead to new areas. Everything is emphasized to be seamlessly open world like other titles in the Souls series, and as you can see in the trailer, that seemed to be true as well, with the broken bridges shown in there, which adds much and more credibility to the league. Not only that, but it also introduces mounted combat for the first time too. This combat is said to be just like the rest of Souls combat, methodical, calculated, and requiring strategy to succeed. It's also said that some bosses will directly require the use of mounted combat. Again, as shown in the trailer, this seems to be true as well, since they did show that dragon mounted boss fight where probably it was actually like obvious that you needed your mount to fight against that boss. And if you are like given the autonomy to choose your mount to fight against bosses, that will actually make me happy as well. We'll have to wait and see for that. While there aren't specifically detailed, there are said to be selectable classes for your character, each of which is tied to a particular covenant. Depending on which of these pick will determine which kingdom you start in, as each is affiliated with a particular one. There is a bigger emphasis here on skills. Elden Ring to me seems like Soulsborne Tenkiro. There will be stealth, character skills, no longer stats, and these skills might be more refined version of Sekiro's abilities. As ever, leveling up will play a big part in Elden Ring. If rumors are to be believed, this time around you'll be collecting the limbs of your enemies instead of their souls. In the leak, the anonymous poster states that the currency of the game is limbs. You will get a limb for every enemy you kill, with an example being that one limb would be akin to 250 souls in Dark Souls. Also, bosses have their special limbs that you can trade to an NPC referred to as the Elven Queen, which will give you greater skills that will greatly improve your gameplay or give you advantages in the game. The game has multiple different endings. Again, normal stand for a From Software title, and you'll find different NPCs that will be on their own journey. You can tackle on each of the 8 kingdoms when you want, but some of them are significantly harder than the other ones. PvP will be restricted to kingdoms, so you can freely explore the main open world hub at your heart content. And there's also going to be co-op gameplay, but it's going to be restricted to the kingdoms as well. You won't be able to summon people while you're exploring the open world fields and so on and so forth. But that's pretty much all of the information that we have from this leak, and as you can see, there are some more juicy details about gameplay and all of the mechanics that are not stated in the official info, but what is said on the official info was actually already said with this thing back in 2019. So I guess that this is true, honestly. Also, there is another leak that I talked about in a previous video. I'll have that video in a video card description, but essentially this leak came with 2 pictures of artwork, supposed artwork images of Elden Ring. And prior to that, in the CGI trailer, we didn't actually know about the things that this leaker stated for us, and they actually were correct as well. I break down that leak a little bit better. There's a whole bunch of info in there. Like I said, I highly advise you to go watch that beautiful Elden Ring leak as well, because it's more information, dude. It's juicy information, but what it gives credibility to that thing is that they were speaking about the main story aspects, elements, and they said that the mythos, cosmology, narrative was going to be built with strong emphasis on emulation, inspiration of Nordic mythology, Celtic mythology. This is not called the Yggdrasil in here; it has a different name, but it's the Yggdrasil, dude. It's the tree of life. It's inspired by Norse mythology. You can just plainly see it in there, and thank God, because thanks to that we can actually confirm that the leaker was actually correct. He also said that there were going to be different factions for giants, with white-haired giants and red-haired giants, and these giants would be fighting against each other. But as you can see, the bosses that you fight in the trailer that the character is fighting against, they are all white hair, and they all seem to be malformed giants. And if we believe that they are following all of this cosmology and mythology inspirations for the Nordic mythology, then actually the leak was true as well, which also came with pictures, artwork pictures, and you can take a look at them. It's just so goddamn beautiful, dude. But yeah, like I said, I highly advise you to go watch that video, since as you can see by the looks of the trailer, by the information given, that leak was actually also true. That being said, let's talk all about Elden Ring down in the comments below. Tell me your opinions about this, guys. That being said, I'll see you beautiful, beautiful, goddamn beautiful humans, hollows, not so hollow anymore, gamers, sexy ass beautiful gamers. Next one, stay safe, stay awesome like always, and I'll see you beautiful people in the next one.